favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, you something, you look perfect tonight. Okay? I don't deserve it. So somebody feels like they don't deserve it. I found enough. Perfect. Somebody thinks you're perfect. Baby, just dive right in. So somebody wants to just dive right in. Anyways, today's my birthday. So I didn't even show the other day, 2 days ago, where I started, getting little gifts for myself. I got these sandals to go with the outfits that I have bought from Target. Okay? So these are the black and brown sandals that I got. These were only $13 in the last pair. They have them in beige too, but they're not down on $13 yet. They're still not marked down. If they get marked down, I might get them because they're really cute. I like those sandals. Then I got these gold boat shoes. They're so nice. These were on clearance for $24 when I got them. Anyway, they're cute. Oh no, 16. 16 actually. Yeah. So nice, right? Then the last thing, I was in line paying and I had to get it. I don't have a clip to go with my red some dress or whatever, but it's a crab. I'm a Cancer crab. My birthday. Cancer. And what's interesting is the first year that me and my baby daddy got together, it was my birthday and it was kind of early, whatever. But I was already pregnant. And this is what I'm saying about Steve. I keep picking up on Steve. When I went to go get sandals today, they had a pair of pink shoes called Steven. And they were on clearance too. And I was like, oh, you should get these Angelica with the pink shoes. But I'm picking up on my kid's godfather because I'm telling you, something about him, he would interfere in our relationship. This is why you cannot tell friends. You cannot, Anyways, I guess he was at the mall with my baby daddy. And my baby daddy came across a 6'9", 14-karat gold necklace, okay? That had the 6'9" and had a crab. And it had all red rubies on it, all around like this. And he was going to buy it for me. And she was like, God, don't get her that. That's too expensive. Or something like that. I don't even think, no, it wasn't even for my birthday. It was just because I was Cancer and we were 6'9". And he had seen it. Yeah, it was early in the relationship. But she's like, no, don't get her that. Like, why would you listen? Like, this is the hating, the jealousy, okay? The fuck would you advise him to not buy a woman a jewelry? Like, this is what I'm talking about. Stupid ass boy. Like, don't get her that. Like, you fucking hating ass motherfucker. I would always peep game how he would try to get in between me and Pito. Yeah, bro. Always. Yeah, trying to fucking seep in something. Yeah, opening his mouth, seeping in, making stupid things, like those things, hesitating. So I don't know, I feel like he's thinking about that. Like, I should have bought her that necklace. She deserved everything. Yeah, don't deserve it. You look perfect tonight. So, yeah. So, something about karmic lesson. Okay? Somebody passed the lesson because the lesson probably wasn't to go back or something like that. The lesson was to choose yourself and move forward. I keep picking up on that. And it could be frustrating. It could be blah, blah. But just because you're having like a second rebirth come a long way, it doesn't mean that you have to reignite a romantic relationship. Doesn't mean you could just come forward, release, if you have kids together or whatever the hell the case is. But obviously, more likely than one, if somebody does somebody nasty, whatever, how long it takes, if it takes 16 years for them to learn the lesson and it it takes 16 years. Okay, so then today, when I went, I did the video, obviously, and I showed that purse that I wanted, the blue Wrangler purse. And then I had seen an Aldo purse that was $35 that I wanted to get a little one. Okay. Which I ended up going in like, I was like, because I was like debating, but then my daughter was like, oh, so what do you want to do? She's like, I was like, well, I want to get these purses from Marshalls. I'm going to go to these. So she called me. She's like, okay. She's like, do you want to go? She's like, I can get you a purse up to $50. I didn't expect her to buy me anything. I thought I was paying for us to go out to eat breakfast and stuff like that. She's like, I wanted to do a sit-down breakfast and buy you a purse for like $50. She's like, but we don't have to do a sit-down breakfast if you don't want. So we ended up agreeing, yeah, let's just go to Marshall's, because I told her I wanted an umbrella. I said, there's an umbrella that I really want. The clear ones that come over. It's like $20 to $25 a time. I told her I wanted that one that goes over me, because when it rains, especially my hair straight and stuff. Anyways, I wanted that umbrella. Plus, all my umbrellas are broken. But I didn't get that, but I'll just get that another time. Anyways, so that's what she was planning. So we were supposed to go to Marshall's, but we ended up just going to Marshall's, and I ended up getting 2 purses. Oh my God. So we were looking, and the Aldo bag that I wanted, the little one, it was gone. I was like, you see, every time, I thought this one was gone. It was off the table, and it was hanging somewhere else. And I was like, see, every single time I come and record, the things I want are gone. But that little Aldo bag that was $35 is gone. With the lips, it was gone. But it wasn't meant to be. It was $35. It wasn't meant to be, okay? This was $29.99. I go today, it's on clearance for $24. Bam! I was so happy. I'm like, oh, it's on sale. So this is the first, look, Wrangler, yeah, jeans. I love this bag. Like, this bag is nice. It has like all the pockets, so I can bring my couple of card decks going. This is just every day. Okay, this is more for every day. There's 2 different types of straps. We could do the cross strap or the straight, and I love it because the bras that I got, they have the crisscross on the side. You know, the bras that I got to match especially the one that was like $2 that was like jean material. It's gonna look good with this. I want to get a jean dress. I don't know why. Yeah. Or a jean skirt. But definitely like a jean dress. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I need a jean dress. Or a jean jumpsuit. A couple of jean things. Because, you know, since my new collars are going to be like tan, blue, da-da-da. And I want to get a couple there was this jean strapless dress that I wanted to get. Gorgeous. Because with strapless jean dress, I could get something to go over my shoulders, you know, something cute. Yeah, I used to really be into fashion, like envisioning my outfits and stuff like that a lot. Yeah, and I remember I used to always get that up, and my cousins were like, you know, your style is unique, you know, you got a unique style, but it works. Like, yeah. But I love this. So I got the Wrangler bag. And I think it goes amazing with those sandals. It goes amazing with my sandals. Okay. So then, at the last minute I was going out, I was gonna get that one. And I forgot what other one. Because I was like, what should I get too? I was like, I really want that Aldo bag. Da-da-da-da. So we looked into the section where there was more Aldo bags. They had the wristlet, though, but it was like $22. And I'm like, well, I don't even have much to put in a wristlet. So, like a wallet. It was like huge. I'm like, nah, I don't need that. But they had one purse that I had to get. It's Aldo. It's golden white. It has butterflies on it. It has the stars. It has the sun and the moon. Butterflies, stars, and the constellations. Look at the moon. Look at the chain. I said, oh, I want this. I said, I don't know why. It reminds me like a Birkin bag or something. I don't know the style. Maybe not. But I just love it. But then this reminds me, okay, so my first Coach bag. Okay, so my brother's wife took me to like one of those parties that were like knockoffs. That was like literally my first like Coach bag, but it was a knockoff and I paid $60 for it. But my first real Coach bag that I had gotten for Mother's Day from my baby daddy. Yeah, like I don't know if it was the first year we were like not the first Mother's Day we met, the second Mother's Day. He bought me a Coach bag, my first Coach bag, and it was white. It was white and brown, like this. Just similar to this. So that reminded me. But it was only $32 on clearance. So it was $3 cheaper than that little one that I recorded, the black one. But this one's way better. So this would go perfect with the outfit. And those black and gold Nautica shoes that I have, the flats, it goes like this. I love this bag, okay? It has the butterflies. I'm like, oh my God, I could wear that without the outfit too. So depending if I'm like wanting to dress it up or dress something down, but I just had to get this. Gold. I think I'm going to start wearing more gold. Yeah, like my mom, because I used to wear a lot of white gold. That was my thing, like white gold, silver. But my mom likes yellow gold, and I don't know why. I think I want to start wearing more gold. Yeah, gold. I keep picking up on the gold. Well, I just want to be able to switch it up. But yeah, I've been wearing these Evil Eye earrings lately. They're gold. They got the blue. I got those at Marshall's too. I love Marshall's. Like Marshall, they're having a really good clearance event right now. Like really good. Yeah. Everything keeps getting marked down, bro. And Target for the females anyways. The males, they have some good things. Yeah. Not as much big of a clearance, but bro, right now the stores are like major clearance. Like I'm gonna keep, I don't know. Yeah. So cute. Anyways, so then the shoes are right near the thing. So I was showing Angelica some of the shoes that I wanted, some of the heels and da-da-da. I was like, yeah, but I'm a sneaker. Then I seen these random sneakers just sitting there. My size. Oh my God, Reeboks. They're so soft. They're suede. I thought this was blue suede. When I picked it up, I thought this was blue suede. I still think the one that I seen was suede on the table. I thought it was suede, but whatever. Leather's fine. Leather's fine. It's really nice. But these are suede. It's so interesting that I was picking up on the suede, though. I was like, no, it's suede. But I ended up getting suede shoes. Blue suede shoes. You see? Reeboks. It is so comfortable. And they'll go with my bluey outfits, like my baby blue. Everything that I bought, like my new theme, my new colors. And I keep telling my daughter, I keep picking up on a baby boy. I don't know, but maybe because my kid, you know, that was our baby boy, you know. But, so somebody could just be reminiscing, okay? Because of a death or something about somebody's death is really getting someone thinking about somebody and being really worried about being there for someone or something like that. Reebok, but look, it has gold. So, oh my God, it was just perfect, bro. Perfect. Oh my gosh, these were $32. But I had to get them. I think they were worth it. $32, yeah. So cute. Yeah. So, I was only expecting to go, like, get one, maybe two purses. You know? But I ended up getting two purses, a pair of sneakers, and so, like I said, my daughter said she's willing to spend $50 on something for me. at the store. So this was $32. And then I was having this purse and these sneakers. But this was something that I was buying for myself. So she grabbed this, but then I was looking at the jewelry because the jewelry's on the way out. I wanted to look at some bracelets I knew, but I wasn't. I saw something. I was like, oh, I'm getting this, and then we're leaving. She grabbed it and she bought it for me. But they're gorgeous. Because you don't have the blue butterfly earrings that are about $4. Those will go, you know. But, bro. And they have the light blue. So gorgeous. Look. It goes so nice. These are only $12.99. Granted, I can't really wear fake jewelry, but this has like that alloy. It's like, it has whatever to keep it sensitive, at least to wear one day, you know. This is perfect to dress up. So I got dress up, dress down. Yeah, I can't. I love it. So, and then not only that, because I had to go get pedicure, but it was rainy and stuff, and she didn't really want to go. We didn't really have much time. So I ended up just making sure I had enough money for pedicure and stuff like that. So I'm going to go tomorrow. I didn't go today. I was going to go today. When I got home, I was so freaking exhausted, but I had to sleep because I've been up since 3 a.m. And so I just woke up like a little before 8 o'clock. It's like, yeah, it's 8:30 now. But yeah, you know, it's just sad when the person you want to be there, to notice you, to acknowledge you, to say happy birthday, to say I'm thinking about you, to say blah, blah, just doesn't even see you. And it's sad. Yeah. Droplets. This is so beautiful, though. Yeah, just someone so beautiful. That's why I always say, I'm like, I don't understand. I feel like I'm really beautiful and sweet, and I don't know why I'm always dealing with assholes. Yeah. Trying to be empathetic and compassionate. Because I feel insecure about myself, I guess. I don't know. No, that's not the truth. I don't know what it is. But I'm just tired of motherfuckers gaslighting me. Anytime I confront them, they try to gaslight and turn it back around. I'm like, no, that's textbook gaslighting. You realize that, right? Textbook gaslighting? Oh. It's just beautiful. These earrings are just beautiful. This whole thing is beautiful. Like, this all wasn't even $100. So the earrings and the purse were 48. Yeah, for this earrings and purse. So that was a perfect gift. We smoked an infused pre-roll earlier. It was called S'mores. And it was almost 50% like total THC. Oh my God, it was like the best ever. She was like, yeah. She was like, this is really high. I was like, oh my God, this reminds me of my friend. That day he got this. I texted him. He was like, oh, I smell. I'm like, you're being mean. You're rubbing it in my face. He's like, no, I regret it. It was almost 50% TC or something like that. I'm like, oh my God, this is like that. But I didn't regret it. I had a good time. We went to Ayers and I was like laughing. I'm like, dancing. I'm like, I like that weed. What was it called? She's like, s'mores. I'm like, s'mores? That's my favorite ice cream lately. I'm like, we got to go to McDonald's and get a s'more McFlurry now. We have to. It's like, we don't have time. I'm like, Dad's coming, so I have to make it to the airport. I'm like, we need to get a s'more McFlurry. It's my birthday. We're going to go to the drive-thru. I was just joking. I'm like, no, sir. I said, I had the pre-roll s'mores. That's enough s'mores for today. But now I want to go get an ice cream. I want to go get a s'mores ice cream at McDonald's. I mean, I slept all day. I can go walk now. McDonald's is open late. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for a walk and roll a blunt and go get a s'mores ice cream. But yeah, I'm so happy. And I have $50 worth of scratch tickets that I need to scratch. I have $20 cash words and two $10 cash words. And then just another $10 ticket. Yeah, so I might have more money than just enough to get a pedicure. And I bought some weed. I went to the dispensary and bought a 1/7 of some pre-ground of Cobra milk because I love Cobra milk. And I bought an 1/8 of Love Truffles or something like that. I haven't tried it yet. But never ever again. I go ever when I said the NEA, never ever again. That's what I said with my baby daddy. Like, I'm sorry, but like, it's just not there for me. I mean, I appreciate, you know, I want us to work together and blah, blah, but it's just, I just don't have a spark there for him, a romantic spark. And it's hard to because it's just not there for him. I couldn't. I mean, I'm always going to care about him kind of, you know, like, nah, I don't know. I can't even explain that. Now, just because I want him to do right by Ollie and, you know, I just don't like, you know, someone's already going through so much suffering. I don't need to fucking, like, keep pushing, you know? Yeah, anyway, so never ever again. Yeah. Love Truffles. Yeah. Because I was thinking, because we were talking about my relationships, he's like, because I was like, I've been alone for a long time. He's like, wow, I've been alone too. I'm like, nigga, you've been in 2 serious long ass relationships. I haven't been in. He's like, well, you've been like 3 or 4, so that adds up. I'm like, 3 or 4? I haven't been 3 or 4 relationships since we split up. And then I was like talking to my daughter today. I'm like, oh, wait, maybe I have been. Because I was like trying to go over. I'm like, the only long-term relationship was like right away when I was with my ex Shamil, which was like almost a year. And then in 2015, I was with Christian, who was like about 7 months. But then she was like, I remember Q. I'm like, oh yeah, I was with Q too. But the thing is with Q, it was such a short-lived relationship. That's why I don't really look at it like, but no, he was like technical relationship. It wasn't just dating, that it was actually boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah, Q. So Shamil, then Q. But that was in 2011 and 2012. And then so I was in like 4 relationships. Yep. Q, Manny, Shamil, Q, Manny, Christian. Actually, I was in 5. 5, because in 2021, Jose. Yep, 5. So I've been in 5 relationships since 2011. 5. But it's still, like, to me, that's still, like, I was still alone. Like, so what if I was in those relationships, like, with Q and Manny, those relationships, none of those lasted for more than 3 or 4 months. Like, and it wasn't, like, consistent. It was mostly, like, 2 months. You know what I'm saying? And they're all in regret. That's the fucked up thing. I don't know what it is with me. They all look back and they all regret. I've always been protected. That's why those relationships didn't last long. Because as soon as they did something fucked up, the universe worked to separate us. Just bottom line. Always. Always. Yeah. They'll give you a couple chances, but there's no way. So, yeah. Yeah, just never ever again. Die with a smile. Right next to you. Anyways, I'm so happy because I have all these cute clothes now and stuff, and I look so beautiful because he really broke my self-esteem. He really broke me. He broke my spirit, and I've been born anew. I've been renewed. He knows that he broke my spirit. That's why he's constantly haunted about, he goes back to December every time, to New Year's. A lot of my exes go back to December. And I always like, oh, they ruined my Christmas, but maybe my spirit guides, blah, blah, didn't even want them around me around Christmas. I have no idea, you know? Yeah. But I'm just tired of me feeling like the burden just because somebody's not man enough to actually stand up and deal with it. I've dealt with a lot of times, like, guys will be broke and, like, avoid me before Christmas after, just to not buy gifts, just not to have to, like, I don't even care if you have no money, bro. What matters to me is you're there and you say happy birthday to me. Shit, draw me a card. Write me a letter. There's so many things you can fucking do. Yeah, man. So many things. But see, I had to just focus on that shallow shit. I don't know. I just don't know. But I hate it. I was telling myself, I'm like, I'm always the object of affection for so many people. But then when I lost my beauty, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now it's back. And now I don't want none of them motherfuckers. Ha! You know what I'm saying? And it just sucks. It just sucks. I wasn't in a few relationships. And then, so never mind the ones that I probably lied about. I mean, I just got so used to, like, because I just recoil when I see men. So men, like, you have a boyfriend, you have a girlfriend, you have a boyfriend, like, yeah. Because society looks at women after a while like, why have you been alone so long? You're gorgeous, you're this, you're that. Why are you alone? So that's when rumors started and blah, blah, blah. Why are you always alone? And it's because I'm highly protected. That's why. But, you know, society, they make it seem like there's something wrong with you because you've been single for so long. But I don't even really give a fuck. Because honestly, it's a choice, I guess. Because I guess I don't have to be single, but I probably would have to settle for something that I don't want, you know? But it just sucks when there's something that you want to be with someone, and they just don't see you like that. More. It just won't happen. It just sucks to not feel like, not that you have any control, but like that you matter, like you have no impact over a decision someone makes. And that's what I don't like. Like, if I call and I need you and you don't come, and, you know, not all the time, but just certain times, and just always being available, but then, like I said, not getting a return, or not getting a return for the person you want, or just a drop. And I'm the type that I even feel bad when I exchange numbers with anybody, and I won't reach out to anybody. Like, if I exchange numbers and I'm like, I won't even bother texting, and I still kind of feel guilty for that. But sometimes I feel pressure to give my number. Sometimes, you know? But, I mean, I guess that's pretty normal. I mean, because sometimes you can get in, guys get aggressive if you say no to them or whatever. So sometimes it's easier just to do it and just block it, you know? Or give a fake number. But nowadays, they be trying to call you right then and there. Or you give a fake number, call, like, oh, it's not ringing, da-da-da. Like, whatever. Someone else picks up, like, who's this? Like, my phone's not at home. Like, well, who's answering it? Saying stuff, you know? You know, just so many things that could happen. But, and I also got this at Dollar General, because when I was driving home, my kid was at an interview at 2:30 today, and the creme de la creme, she called me. I got the job. And I was giving her empowering yesterday, today. She was so nervous. I'm like, you nervous? I'm like, no. I said, just tell them this, 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 if they ask any questions. I said, but it's going to be easy, trust me. And they gave him a chance, because they were like, you just graduated? You're not going to college? Oh, you want to work? Okay. So, come Monday at 9 a.m. Empowering. I told her, I said, don't worry, you're going to get it. Because it's meant to be. Yeah. It was so funny, because my father was there with my sister. And I was like, oh, I got the job. And he didn't hear. He's like, what? And then Angelica was like, oh, I got the job. He's like, what? Because I remember we were telling my dad that yesterday. He's like, you got the interview? Da-da-da. Like, yeah. He's like, but don't stop there. You know, keep applying. Da-da-da. Like, he got an interview yesterday. You know, you passed that part. This is what I'm talking about. Be appreciative and calm the fuck down, bro. Stop putting so much pressure. And know that we're being guided by the universe, okay? And so, and I got my dad's number. I'm telling you. My dad, like, he does that, but he likes us to be dependent. Like, he wants to care for us. Like, change. It's not that. It's that change is kind of, it's change is hard to deal with. But my kid, he's like, what? And then he was like, you should have seen his face. Panic set in. And he's like, that was too fast. What do you mean that was too fast? You kept pressuring. This is what I'm talking about. My dad hasn't reached out and said nothing to me after that. I was like, Angelica, you see? You see what I'm talking about? You see? Like, oh, you motherfucker. I bet you Ollie fucking got her allowance and shit right away. So like, you see what I mean? Which is fine. He's a provider. He probably feels that, like, that's his job, to provide and to scold us. Get a job, be responsible. Like, but I just look at, like, my parents, like, we all came out great. With our problems, even life arrested, we all came out wonderful. My parents should be very proud of how they're, of the legacy they're going to live by with their children and their grandkids. And, yeah. So amazing. Yeah, empowering. It's very empowering. Good luck. Yeah, I told her, I said, good luck. I'm like, you're going to be fine. You're going to get it. And she got it. I said, thank you, Ma. Ma and my grandma, like, this one, she's, like I said, she's the one, my youngest is the one that's supposed to fall in a spiritual career like me. That's why I don't want to put pressure on her, because I know she's just like me, Kind of in the opposite way, but she's just like me, so she's gonna do her thing, and she's gonna be great. Yeah, I don't have nothing to worry about. Nothing at all. I just feel so happy.